Hi friends, welcome to Goal UPSC channel. In this video we will start the 5th chapter of the Geography 6th class ncert, that is the major domains of the earth. Here we will see the different spheres or areas on earth which are favorable for the existence of life on the earth. Let's start the chapter. You will start the video with the taking the earth. If you see the earth, it is the only planet in the solar system or maybe in the universe which has the life conditions or life. Human beings can able to live in the earth because of three elements which are present on the earth. That three elements are the land, water, air. If you see the land is the solid portion of the earth. It is called as lithosphere. Litho means stone. Next, gaseous layer around the earth. It is the air. It is also called as atmosphere, which includes oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide or many other gases. Next, water cover. Water cover a very big area of the earth's surface is covered by the water. That is called as hydrosphere. If you combine these three spheres into together, there we will have the life. Hence, that life conditions or that sphere is called as biosphere. Here we will see narrow zone where we find land, water, air together contains all forms of life. That is the biosphere. Now let's see the what is lithosphere. Lithosphere is the solid portion of the earth. It comprises rocks and thin layer of the soil of the earth crust, which also contains nutrient elements. If you see the earth's surface, it divided into two, continents and ocean basins. Continents are the large land masses and the ocean basins are the huge water bodies. Next, the level of the sea water remains same everywhere. Note at this point, the level of the sea water remains same everywhere in the ocean basins, because due to the level is same anywhere, hence we measure the distance or altitude from the sea level only. Next point, that is only the elevation of the land is measured from the level of the sea, that we taken as 0. Sea level is taken as 0. Example, highest mountain peak is the Mount Everest, which is 8,848 meters above from the sea level, and the greatest depth is the Mariana Trench, which is recorded as 11,022 meters depth from the sea level in the Pacific Ocean. Next, continents. If you see the continents, we have the 7 major continents which are separated by the water bodies. They are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Australia, Antarctica. The greatest land part lies in the northern hemisphere. If you see the globe or world map, we observe that there is a greatest land or more land is in the northern hemisphere if you compare with the southern hemisphere. First, if you see the first largest continent is the Asia. It has the 1/3 of the total area of the earth. 1/3 of the total area of the earth is covered by the Asian continent only. It lies in the eastern hemisphere and It is separated from the Europe by the Ural Mountains on the west of the Asian continent. If you see that there is a word called as Eurasia, that is Eurasian plate, that is come from the Europe plus Asia. This is about Asia. Next, Europe. Europe is the smaller than Asia. It lies west of the Asia. It is divided from the Asia by Ural Mountains on the east of the Europe, on the west of the Asia. It was bounded by the water on three sides. Hence it is called as peninsular continent. Next, second largest continent is Africa, which is after the Asia. It is the only continent in which there was a passage of Tropic of Cancer, Equator and Tropic of Capricorn. In this we have Sahara Desert. It is the largest hot desert on the planet, which is located in Africa. It was bounded by oceans and seas in all three sides. It also has the longest river, Nile, flows through only Africa. Next, North America. North America is the third largest continent. It has linked with the South America by a very narrow strip of land, that is Isthmus of Panama. We will see the isthmus later. Now come to the point of South America. South America lies in the southern hemisphere. Next, here we have Andes Mountains, which is the longest mountain ranges on the earth. It passes throughout the South America from the north to south. It also has the world largest river, that is the Amazon. World longest river is the Nile, largest river is the Amazon. Next, Australia is the smallest continent. It was surrounded by all sides. We have the oceans and seas. It is called as island continent, but we cannot call Africa as the island continent because it wider occupancy of the land. Next, Antarctica. Antarctica is completely in the southern hemisphere. It is the huge continent. It has the South Pole. South Pole is almost lies at the center of this continent. But here we don't have the permanent human settlements because there is not how many life conditions because of the coolness of this continent. It was covered by the snow. And here we have many countries has their research centers in Antarctica. India has the two research centers, that is the Maitri and Dakshina Gangotri. Note, here we will see the isthmus. Isthmus is the strip of land which is joining two land masses. There was a land which joining the two land masses, then it is called as isthmus. Next, strait. Strait is the passage of water which connecting two large water bodies like seas or oceans. That is the strait. Next, hydrosphere. Next, come to the point of hydrosphere. In the hydrosphere means related to the water. If you see the earth, it is called as blue planet because we have more than 71% of the land which was covered by the water and 29% of the land is covered by the earth is called as blue planet because 71% of the earth is covered by the water and the 29% of the earth is covered by the land, which is appear as a blue if you see from the solar system. Hence it is called as blue planet. Next, hydrosphere. Hydrosphere consists of water in all its forms. Whatever form, we never be consider that form. We will consider only the water percentage on the earth. Water which is in the any form, that is in the air form or in solid form, that is ice, we never consider that form. We will consider only the water whatever is in the form. If you see that water, more than the 97% of the earth water is found in the oceans only. That is too salty, that is not available for the human usages. That's this all are waste. If you see the oceans, what are the oceans? Oceans is the major part of the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is in the hydrosphere we have the oceans only. That is 97% of the earth water is covered in the oceans only. Hence it is the major part. These all oceans are the interconnected each other. The three chief movements of the ocean water. Ocean waters have the three movements, that is the waves, tides, and then ocean currents. Waves are formed due to the action of wind. And then tides, which are caused due to the gravitational force from the moon and the sun. Tides are formed due to gravitational force of the sun and moon. Next, ocean currents, which are formed due to the influence of heat from the sun on the equator and the cooler poles. Here it means due to the sun and the curvature of the earth, we have the differences of the heat on the earth. Even it is in the land or in the ocean, we have the different temperatures on the earth. If you see in the equator, we have more temperatures than we compared with the poles. Poles are the cooler ones. Hence these differences leads to the formation of the ocean currents. Next, oceans. How many oceans are there on the earth? There are the 5 oceans on the earth. Major oceans, that is the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Southern Ocean or Antarctic Ocean, then Arctic Ocean, and then Indian Ocean. Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean, which is the 1/3 of the earth is covered with the Pacific Ocean only. In this we have Mariana Trench, which is the deepest part of the earth. Pacific Ocean is in the circular shape. It touches Asia, Australia, North America, South America. Next, Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean. Its coastline, Atlantic Ocean coastline, is in the intended position. That is, we have the lot of intendants. That is it is very useful for the coastal ports. That why we have the lot of trade in the Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean is in the S shape. Next, Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean is the only ocean which is named after the country, that is the India. After the Indian name, we have the ocean name, that is the Indian Ocean, which is in the triangular shape, which was bounded by the Asia in the west by Africa, and in the east by Australia, in the north by Asia. Next, Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean, which is encircles the continent of Antarctica. Southern Ocean is also called as Antarctica Ocean which is surrounded the Antarctic continent. It extends northward to 60 degrees south latitude. It extends to 60 degrees southern latitude. Next, Arctic Ocean. This is the last ocean. Within the Arctic Circle only. Its location is in the Arctic Circle only. Arctic Circle is the 66.5 degree. That 66.5 degree. Within that 66.5 degree latitude, we have the Arctic Circle, which surrounds the North Pole, and then it is connected with the Pacific Ocean by a narrow strip. That is the strait. That is called as Bering Strait, it is about the hydrosphere. Let us see the atmosphere. The earth is surrounded by the larger of gases. We have around the earth crust, not earth crust, we have the gases, layer of gases, that is called as atmosphere. Atmosphere provides us air for breathing and protects us from harmful UV rays of the sun. Atmosphere provides air for breathing and we live on the earth, and then it also protects UV rays. It also protects from the UV rays of the sun, which is very harmful rays for the human skin. It protected through the ozone layer. We have the ozone layer in the atmosphere, in the layer called as stratosphere. The atmosphere is divided into the 5 layers on the basis of the composition, temperature and other properties. That layers are the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. Atmosphere contains 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen and other gases in a very minor, that is carbon dioxide, argon, other comprises only 1% by volume. In this, oxygen is used for the breath of life. Nitrogen essential for the growth of living organisms. Next, carbon dioxide is necessary on the earth for retaining the heat on the earth, and also essential for the plant growth. Air moves from the higher temperature to lower. If you see the air properties, it moves from the higher pressure to lower pressure. Where we have lower pressure, where we have more temperature, we have the lower pressure. Low pressure and the temperature are in the inversely proportion. Next, biosphere. Biosphere is the zone of contact among the land, water, air. In the biosphere, we have 2 kingdoms, that is plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Carbon dioxide is very important constituent of air, because carbon dioxide leads to okay I will tell at this point. This point says that carbon dioxide is important in the air due to it absorbs by the plant and releases oxygen for the human uses. But if you increase the percentage of carbon dioxide on the earth, it will lead to the increase of global temperature, because carbon dioxide has the potential to retain the temperature on the earth by absorbing the radiation. But if the percentage of the carbon dioxide increases, the radiation percentage or the heat percentage also increases on the earth, which leads to the global warming due to the increases in the temperature, due to the increase in the retain capacity of the carbon dioxide. This is all about the 5th chapter. Thank you for watching.